So fantastic news coming in as far as cricket, under-19 cricket really is concerned. What we're breaking to you right now is this. India under-19 cricket team have beat New Zealand in a thrilling semi-final. In fact, let's just speak to our sports editor Gaurav Gala for more on this. Gaurav, absolutely brilliant news coming in this face-off.
Right, Nida, a 9-run victory in the semi-final in Australia. Of course, it's a fantastic performance given the fact that in this particular tournament, the Indians actually started off with a loss in their very first match against the West Indies. But since then, they've been winning all their matches. And the big win, of course, came in the quarter-final against Pakistan. They had the momentum of beating two relatively weaker sides before that. Pakistan was the tough test in the quarter-final. They won that. And now against New Zealand, a lot of people said that 209 wasn't a big enough total. But the boys have shown that they have they have it in them to actually defend small totals, because not a lot of high totals have been actually posted in this tournament so far. And the Indians showed, the bowlers showed that 209 was defendable on this wicket. They bowled really well, really tight, and the entire bowling unit really chipped in. Every single Indian bowler got wickets, Nida, and that really was the key.
Gaurav, if one were to ask you, as far as the heroes of this team are concerned, who would you point towards? Who would you say actually made India just sail through this absolute cracker of a match?
Deep Singh, one of the lead bowlers for India, he's been India's opening bowler, has certainly been one of the standout performers, and his performance today as well has bbeen absolutely exceptional. But there is one particular player, Aparajith, who I would like to point out, Nida, because he was, of course, the man of the match against Pakistan in the quarter-final. Once again, he's put in an all-round display in this particular semi-final. And of course, he scored 44 runs, batting at number 3, because he was the form batsman from the previous few matches for the country. Batting at number 3, scored 44 runs. He picked up 1 wicket, giving away only 29 runs in his 10 overs. So that just goes to show that he's delivered with the bat for the country, he's delivered with the ball for the country, and it's the all-round contribution that we saw from him in the quarter-final against Pakistan and now again against New Zealand in the semi-final that has really helped out India's cause. He's the one standout performer, Nida, if you're asking for one.
Alright, but at the end of the day, I think, Gala, what you're hinting towards, it's a team effort at the end of the day. But Gala, also, let's not forget what happens, what we're in for on Sunday, as Team India will have to face off with defending champions Team Australia. Obviously, a lot of encouragement comes from a fantastic victory such as this, but what really takes them forward against that encounter with Australia?
Well, they need to continue with their basics that they're doing right now, because it's like I said, they started off slowly in this tournament. They lost their first match against the West Indies. Then came a good win against Zimbabwe, followed by an expected win against Papua New Guinea. The quarterfinal against Pakistan really gave this side belief and the fact that, they can do it at this level. And then again, in today's match, we've seen that, they were comfortably sailing in their first innings. They were asked to bat first by New Zealand, who won the toss, and they were 100-odd for only 1 wicket down. But then they suffered a bit of a collapse, and at 209, the entire innings got over. They could not get more than that. And of course, on these sort of conditions in Australia, 209 is par for the course. Maybe at under 19 level, it's a decent total, but it's a total that the opposition would feel that, look, we are in the match, we can get this total as well. So given those facts, given the conditions, I think the Indians have done really well. As far as Australia in the final is concerned, Nida, it's going to be very tough. Like you've already mentioned, defending champions, and this tournament taking place in their own backyard. This tournament is taking place in Australia, and of course the conditions is something that all of those under-19 boys from Australia would be very used to. So that's something that needs to be taken into account. Australia would certainly be the favourites for that final, but as far as India is concerned, I think if they can reproduce the kind of form we've seen against Pakistan and against New Zealand, they certainly have a chance.